All right, we're going to break up the strumming with a little rhythm pattern, and this technique in music, not just guitar, but this technique in music, they're called arpeggios. And we love it because it's a great fancy word. It sounds like you're doing something very fancy, and you had to go to a repertoire to study your arpeggios. But really what an arpeggio is when you take a chord and you pick or blow or hit the individual notes of the chord one at a time. So if I took an A major chord, it wasn't a strum, right? I picked the notes out. And so we're going to do eighth notes, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so with this A major chord, if you look here on my right hand, I'm going something that I do, and other guitarists do it as well. You might get a really strict guitar teacher that says this is a bad habit, but some of my favorite guitar players have done this, so I don't see what can be that bad about it. I take my Dr. Evil here, and I plant it down, and it gives my hand stability. That's about it for that technique, but I do it quite a bit where the pinky is helping my hand be more steady. And so we form this A major chord here, and I'm just going to pick, I'm going to do all down picks, and I'm going to go A string, D string, G string, B string, high E, just right down the plane here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you'll find if you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you will end up on the D string right before you start the pattern over. Watch. Arpeggios. So with the D chord, we don't have an even amount of strings here, so you could do, which was the open D down back to D. And then I go back to the G, then back. But you can make your own up, people. So watch what I did on the D. Watch my right hand here. I'm playing a D chord. Watch this. Now that same arpeggio I was doing with the A major chord, the C major chord takes up the same amount of room, the same amount of strings, so the same arpeggio would be a good one to practice on the C chord. You can see my pinky is planted down there. The G chord, since it takes up all 6 strings, you can pick any of the notes out to be the arpeggio. So those are a basic approach to arpeggios, real great little thing to practice. Even if you're doing a strum thing, it's good even when you're doing a strum pattern to sometimes maybe try and pick out individual notes. We've done that a little bit already. But anyway, hang tight. Got more very useful rhythm ideas coming your way. Thumbs up.